Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where I review movies, react to movie trailers, and thoroughly cover award season. And so today I went and saw, finally, The Lion King. Now, I know when this was announced as a Disney remake, a lot of people were excited about it, but then there were some people that were skeptical about it, thinking, are they going to do this well? How is this going to happen? There are no human actors in this. It's all going to be CGI. Is it going to work? Yes, it did. For me, it worked. Now, I know there are a lot of YouTubers doing reviews on this movie, and they're really dogging it and not giving it very many positive reviews, saying it's average, it's just okay. I honestly don't know what they're talking about. I thoroughly loved and enjoyed this movie. It made me cry more than once. I cried at the opening sequence when Simba was presented, okay? All of a sudden, a little tear came strolling down my face. I just felt it. I really, really did. So I'm going to go through my positives. I do have a couple of negatives that I'm going to mention. So let's start with the positives. Number one, obviously, is the CGI animation, whatever you want to call it. This was unbelievable. This movie is now going to give Toy Story 4 a run for its money come Oscar time for Best Animated Feature. It's probably going to win. It was visually incredible, stunning. I honestly don't know what else more to say about it. It was like nothing I have ever seen before. Plus, I saw it in Dolby, which made it even more magnificent. Scar's song, Be Prepared, I enjoyed the remastered version. In the original 94 version, it's a little bit longer. You have the part with the hyenas marching. I always thought that song went on way too long. So when they recut it and kind of remastered it and mixed it up, I loved it. I honestly did. It showed his just enough of the evil, sinister side of Scar. And it was nice, short, to the point. It didn't drag on. Really loved that. Timon and Pumbaa. Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner were the perfect casting choices for these two characters. They gave the comic relief that we needed right when we need it. And I loved it. The end fight scene between Simba, the lions, versus Scar and the hyenas, that was fantastic. That was obviously a new scene that they put in, extended version of what happened in the 94 version. Rafiki got involved. I loved it. It was fantastic. Now, my couple of negative points. The majority of the reviewers on YouTube are saying that, well, they didn't have emotion in their eyes expressing. I can understand that. They could have worked that a little bit better to show maybe some like an eyebrow lifting or something. Just something to give the face a little bit more personality. But overall, it really was not as bad as, I think it wasn't as bad as what other people are portraying it to be. And then, oh my gosh, it hurts me to say this, but YouTube, do not hate me right now. I did not enjoy Beyonce as Nala. I really, really didn't. In my opinion, they should have cast an unknown person to be the voice of Nala. I honestly believe they cast Beyonce because that is going to grab people's attention, and therefore people are going to go and see it because they love Beyonce. I'm sorry. There, I said it. You can make me a villain. I'm used to it. It's fine. But that is my opinion. I don't think they should have cast Beyonce in this role. However, on the positive note, it was nice to see Nala in a more extended role, a little tiny bit, and gave her a little bit more to do. So that was nice to see. Overall, I love this movie. I really, really did. I cried, like I mentioned earlier. I cried, especially at Mufasa's death. That is always going to trigger something in everyone. That is one of the most horrible deaths ever in the history of film. And I really loved how Jon Favreau connected this all together. I know it was an original story. I believe that a lot of people just blah, let me collect my thoughts. Hold on. I believe that The Lion King was being judged from the get-go because it is so iconic and it is so well known and is such a classic that it was in a no-win situation. I feel like people are judging it way too harshly because the 94 version is such a good film. It's literally a perfect movie. That's a 10 out of 10, the original. And so therefore, I feel like the remake was always going to be judged very harshly. It's like if they changed the storyline a little bit, then people were going to freak out because it's not true to the 94 version. And then because it didn't change anything, it was going to get, criticized because it's too true to the original story. It's like, people, what do you want? You either want to change it a little bit or you don't want to change it a little bit. I honestly thought Jon Favreau did a great job with keeping the original story pretty much, but adding in a little bit of different scenes here and there. Like I said, I honestly don't know what these other YouTubers are talking about by saying that this film is just an average movie. I completely loved it, and I will see it again. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but maybe we'll buy it on DVD. And if it comes on HBO, I'll watch it. It's definitely a rewatchable film for me. So let me know what you think in the comments. Did you go and see Lion King this weekend? I think you did, because weekend box office was $185 million, which exceeded expectations. So I was happy to see that. It's already at over $500 million worldwide. So it's probably going to be in the billion mark by next weekend. And let me know what you thought about it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think we shouldn't have even done this as a remake? Let me know. And as always, more videos down below.